So I have my uncle and my aunt, which are my mom's siblings, Jared and Heather Suffolk. For those who don't know me, my name is Emily Suffolk, but I was announced, so I figured you know. So first of all, I'd like to thank the American Legion Auxiliary for supporting me and helping me go to the 76th annual Buckeye Girls State. I was a very proud citizen of Deal City in Rebecca County, which all the cities and counties are named after famous women who did something remarkable, and each one we get to hear about the history of that woman. Deal City was kind of proud because Ms. Deal is still around, and Ms. Rebecca is still around, which we got to meet her, which was really amazing. But I'll start at the beginning of my week also. For me, I was very anxious. I was worried because I couldn't talk to Abby. You weren't really supposed to talk to the people you know. You're supposed to meet new people, which is terrifying sometimes when you're going somewhere so new. I didn't think I'd make any friends. Oh my gosh, I was so wrong. I now have 40 best friends. All of my girls in my city are now my friends, and we talk every day, every single day. It was a very eventful week for me. It was highs to highs and lows to lows. But one of the really interesting and highlights for me of the week was on Thursday. So I had lived with this girl since Sunday. I look at a girl in my office and I go, "Where did you go to preschool?" And she tells me, I said, "That's where I went to preschool." And I found out that I had been living with my long lost best friend of 12 years for a whole week, and we had not even realized it. And then we had begun working in the same office for 2 whole days and didn't even realize it until the end of the second day. Which, I mean, we were both blondes when we started out, so it's not surprising. But it was really, really funny. I had decided to run for state auditor, which was not my plan initially, but the position I wanted had been eliminated, and so I was like, well, go big or go home, right? And all the girls in my city were like, go big, go big, go big, and I was like, okay. And I didn't win. I got to the primaries, which was very surprising for me. I didn't think I'd make it that far. And I met the girls that I was running against, and it was really hard to run against somebody you like. I don't know if anybody's had to go against somebody they like. That's awful. They shouldn't let you do that. They should have more not nice people going to Girls State, because everybody was nice and it was so hard. But I ended up making good enough friends with them that all of the girls who ran against our state auditor worked in the auditor's office, because she decided to hire all of us. She said, "I didn't want to run against you, and now I want you to be my sisters in my office." So they were the best support system I could have asked for during that week. The girls in my city, the girls were also so amazing. It was really surprising how much I enjoyed myself, because I have a tendency to be a little bit closed off when I first meet people, a little standoffish, and I found myself really coming out of my shell, and I was talking to people on the sidewalk, introducing myself, making friends with girls that I didn't know before and probably wouldn't see again. And so it was really interesting for me how different I was, and it was really amazing to me to see how far I could go just in a matter of like a day and a half at the beginning of the week, to then at the end of the week we were all crying and hugging each other and so sad to leave and complaining that, oh, your car ride's shorter than mine. But primarily, I want to make sure that I thank Miss Beth Tolson and Miss Ida Gorman for pestering me enough so that I would actually apply, because it was one of the most memorable weeks I have ever had. And I want to thank the American Legion Auxiliary again, and I'd like to thank you all for giving me the chance to speak.